Let's talk about nurturing a thriving community. People want to feel seen. And I always say that if you become a master at making your community feel heard, you will have the biggest community that you can ever imagine. When I started my business and brand, I had no idea how important it was for me to engage. And the main way for you to nurture your community is for you to engage with them, for you to respond to them, and for you to be able to spark conversation that lets them know that you know that they exist. I'll tell you how this changed my business for the better. When everyone else was not responding to the comments or even to the DMs, I made a pact with myself that I would try to respond to every single person that commented on my content, whether it was a like on their post or whether it was me responding. I wasn't going to skip a beat. I spent 6 months taking the time to go back to every single piece of content on my page, and I responded, I commented, I liked their content. I also went back and dropped some comments on their pages and their content as well. Yes, I take time to engage with my audience's content too, because you must put out what you want back. So many creators talking about their lack of engagement and the lack of views or shares on their content. The first question that I ask is, how much are you engaging with others and how much are you sharing and tagging other people's content? Every few days, you want to take a little time to engage, comment, and share other people's stuff, and be sure to tag them as well, and you will start to see people reciprocate that energy. Remember, I told you all that I would go on an engagement spree with my audience and how it took my business to the next level. Not only did I comment back on all of the posts and respond to every single person, I decided to take it a step further, and it blew my community's mind. I started to send voice notes and videos back to people that were sending me DMs, and they went crazy. My sales started to increase, my engagement went up, people were signing up for my programs, and I did not understand why. I took a second to ask my audience, well, why did you all decide to join my programs and offers and buy my products now? And they said, you seemed so relatable. You seemed accessible. I was so blown away that I was actually able to talk to you. When I got that voice note, it just touched me, and I wanted to support you in any way that you can imagine. You guys, can you believe that a simple voice note, a simple video could change your business for the better in that way? So I'm going to challenge you all to take this step in your business to see how it ignites the fire in your community overall. One of the things that so many creators take for granted is collaboration. The key is collaboration when it comes to business. The most valuable thing that you can do is be open to collaborating with other people who can add value to your community or maybe in the same field that you are in. Collaboration X's the competition out when you work together and it's for the greater good. I have grown my brand so big by simply doing Instagram lives, events, and jumping on podcasts with other people. Collaboration is the key. I want you to write down 5 creators that you could potentially collaborate with that could add value to your community. This is key. They must be able to add value to your community, and you must be able to add value to theirs as well. Think about doing a social media live, think about doing an in-person event, or even doing a podcast swap if you have a podcast, to come together and to share these audience for the greater good. If you were to have an event today to meet up with everyone that was in your community, how will you tell them about it? Will you have to wait until they stumble across your post on social media, or do you have a specific hub that everyone is a part of that you can send out information, your courses are there, and there's a community being hosted in a place off of that social media site. If the answer is you're waiting for them to log on social media, you're in big trouble. Teachable has a place where you can host all of your courses and classes in addition to community. This allows you to connect with your audience in a more intimate way and have direct access to them all in one place. I want you all to be intentional with this content. Don't just make the content for the views, the likes, the following. I know you want to grow your community, but you also want to make sure that you are collecting some email addresses, you're getting some phone numbers, and that you're building your list. List building is the most valuable thing. Your list is your pot of gold, all right? While you are creating these amazing videos, engaging and growing your community, I wanna make sure that you are list building and you are gathering those phone numbers and those text messages.